Hi, in this video I'm going to be doing a tutorial all about how to create different shaped tops from silky scarves. This is a no-sew video. With all of these tops, you may or may not want to wear them, but it's a really great exercise in draping fabrics, understanding how to create different necklines, how the fabric sits, and what you can do with different sizes of fabrics. And also just checking out if a certain neckline might suit you, if you like it or not, in a really quick and cheap way. So you don't need any equipment. I just use a bunch of different scarves and a necklace. And yeah, it's really fun just to play around with the different shapes that you can make. So I picked up a few different scarves at a car boot sale at the weekend, just to get some different sizes and shapes as you can make different tops from different ones. So I've got a smaller square one. This is a longer ruched one. I've washed and pressed them all so they're nice and flat, ready to go. I'm going to be showing you how to do this on a mannequin, and I'll show you how they look on me afterwards as well, largely because I didn't just want to stand here in my bra the whole time, to be honest. And I can also show you a bit close up how I'm tying everything. So I've set the mannequin to roughly my measurements. And the first one I'm going to use is this large square one, which I really like the colour of. And the first thing I'm just going to fold it in half and wrap it around the bust at the front. And then if I turn this around, I'm literally going to do a really simple double knot. And just make sure that's really secure. And then at the front, just make sure it's symmetrical. And this is my first top. I'm now going to use a necklace as a part of the top. So I'm going to use literally the one that I'm wearing. Okay, so what I'm going to do is close the necklace back up. This is a kind of a short choker-ish length necklace. So I folded the scarf in half again into the triangle, loop this through the necklace, and then tie a knot as close as I can to the end. Okay, and where I've tied the knot is going to sit in line with the bottom of this necklace. I'm just going to drape this over, but this would be around your neck. I'm going to pull out the triangle, and then I'm going to wrap this around the back. Again, I'm going to do a really simple double knot on the back. It completely depends on your bust and waist measurements as to the size of the scarf that you want. I actually bought this other one, really liked the colour, was really enthusiastic about it, and then realised it's absolutely nowhere near going to go around my body. So we'll save this for something else. So just try them out and put them around you to see what size you think they are. I like how on this one the gold necklace really pulls out the gold and oranges of the colour on the scarf. As an alternative to using the necklace as the necktie, you could use a second scarf as the necktie. So I've got this smaller one, and I'm just gonna swivel it round to make a thinner scarf. And where I looped the necklace through before, I'm just going to loop this scarf through instead and use that as the necktie. And then in the same way as before, pull out that triangle. And then you can have like a two-tone top, or you can even pick a second scarf that picks out one of these colours. I think if I'd have chosen like a dark green or something, that would look a really nice combo. I'm now going to use this long rectangle scarf that I have, and we're going to make an asymmetrical top with it. So I'm going to find the middle by folding it in half, just making sure the end is the same length, and finding the middle. And then stretch out that bit of fabric so that the scarf isn't scrunched up. And I'm going to place that on one side and then bring the scarf around to the other side, and then tie this in a knot underneath your arm. And this is just one simple knot where I'm wrapping one end over the other and pulling that tight. Then I'm going to bring this, so your arm is here, I'm going to bring this above and then tie this on top of the shoulder and do a double knot here to make it really secure. And it will hang down like so, and this will sit on top of your shoulder, and you can sort of play around with the draping and make it sit exactly how you want. Just demonstrate how I would do that on myself. I'm going to find the halfway point, place that on my left hand side, bring it round to my right, and then tie a knot, so, and then pull that nice and tight, and then I will loop that over my shoulder. Again, pull it super tight, don't want it coming down, and finish it with a double knot. And I actually quite like this like ruffle feature. But that's how you tie it on your own body. This top uses a long rectangular scarf. Start at the back and find the middle of the scarf, place that in the center of the back, and then bring it round to the front. And I'm going to make a crossed over front by bringing up one side underneath and bringing up the other side over the top and making this crisscross. Like so. And just check that looks nice and symmetrical. And then tie this around the back of the neck in a double knot once again. So that's one. I'll show you at the back. One knot, and then a second. And then the excess will hang down the back. This is one of my favorite ones. It really just reminds me of being on holiday. This is a really simple strapless top with an open back. So I've got this really nice silky scarf. It's just a really simple rectangle, and I'm going to fold it in half to find the middle and place that top point in between the breast on the front, and then bring the scarf around to the back. And then when looking at the back, I'm going to tie it together, but only tie the top two corners. So I'm going to leave these two corners open at the bottom. Tie like this and do a double knot here. So we have a nice open back with a cute tie that hangs down. And this is what it looks like from the front. This is a really easy one that I've just been playing around with, but I've just wrapped this around my front and then cross over at the back, and then brought it back round to the front, and making a tie at the front just under the bust, so it just pulls in the waist. And I'm going to do a double knot, which I think is actually a really flattering one. An alternative halterneck is to start with the scarf just straight around your neck, as though you were just wearing it as a scarf, bringing it round to the front and crossing it over the bust, like so, and tying that at the back in the usual double knot. And this is what it looks like from the front.